Where this man goes, the headlines always seem to follow.
Rooney! Wouldn't you just know it? You can doubt his temperament, but you cannot doubt his talent.
On his best run of the season, but now Manchester United must do without him for the Cup semi-final and firstly, the visit of a rejuvenated Fulham. The headlines all surrounding one man this week, but Wayne Rooney banned today as Manchester United look to establish a 10-point advantage over Arsenal ahead of their game at Blackpool tomorrow. United also looking good in the Champions League, and with the FA Cup semi-final coming up in a week's time, this now is where those medals are earned. Yes, hello there. No shortage of talking points ahead of this one, but while our live game comes from Manchester, don't forget that as always we have reporters at all of the Premier League grounds today to keep you right up to date on happenings elsewhere, including some games which could have a huge bearing on who goes down this season.
This game, while Everton, they can afford to sit on their lead and look for Beckford on the break. It's Wolves 0, Everton 3.
Thank you, David. Chastening first half for Wolves, Pat. They'll need the mother of all comebacks in the second half. Is that game gone already? And if so, how damaging could that be for Wolves?
Well, they've got to believe that it's not. Score the next goal and you don't know what's going to happen.
It had been such a good 5 days, Pat, for Manchester United. The comeback at West Ham, the big win at Chelsea with Rooney scoring, of course, but all tempered by the ban being upheld. Is it the fair decision, do you think, or has Rooney been harshly dealt with? It was a pretty ugly tirade.
A fair decision. Of course it wasn't.
Is there a danger that Wayne Rooney, he's in a position where he could learn some lessons from this now, but that he mightn't? I mean, we've seen it this season. The first 6 months of his season, he was all over the place. There was the ankle injury. Was it real? Was it imagined? There was the contract. Would he sign it? Would he not? Was he going to Manchester City? And just when he seems to be getting it right, 2 incidents in the last few weeks. This one, which is currently in the headlines, and what happened at Wigan as well. Has he let himself down? Does he tend to do these silly things?
Well, he's got a very, very human side.
Change tack for a moment. What a fantastic couple of days it's been for Ireland's Rory McIlroy at the Masters. At close of play on day 2, he held a 2-shot lead over the field, and you can watch every second of his bid to land the coveted green jacket right here with us on Setanta.
Augusta National, an oasis of career-defining moments.
Welcome back. It was a stroll in the Saturday sunshine for Manchester United against Fulham today, 2-0 without ever really getting out of second gear. We'll have more reflections on that game with Pat in a few moments' time, but let's scoot around and get some other of the full time from the 3 o'clock kickoffs today. We'll start at Stamford Bridge. Wigan humiliated on their last league visit there at the end of last season. 0-0 at half-time there today, though. So, Mike Lawrence, did they hold on? Did they get a precious point, Wigan?
Sadly, they didn't. Wigan had conceded 14. A point apiece, neither side, in truth, good enough to win it.
So neither side winning it, but every point down there a precious one at this stage of the season. By our little quick tot up here, 21 Premier League goals today, and you can see all of them on your mobile by texting goals to 57030. Terms and conditions do apply. It was never in doubt really at Old Trafford today, Pat, was it? How comfortable was it for Manchester United?
Well, I was just looking at the teams and trying to work out exactly whose testimony. He'd be ashamed of that performance.
West Brom remained the only side to have left there with anything. We were there on that day. They were 2-0 down. They played, they fought, they believed they could get something. Fulham, as was mentioned at the outset, an abject performance.
We'll just go back to what we were talking about before the game.
Away from the Premier League, a big week ahead for us on the European scene. On Tuesday night in the Champions League, a scintillating first leg display from Barcelona. They'll be looking to finish the job against Shakhtar in Donetsk. And the following night it would be one of the great European comebacks if the champions Inter Milan were to turn it around against Schalke. The winners of that one, of course, to face the winners of Manchester United-Chelsea in the semi-finals. On Thursday, we turn our attentions to the Europa League, a double-header. First up, join us from 5:30. Spartak Moscow with a mountain to climb after their first leg loss at Porto. And following that, we're off to Eindhoven, where it's a similar story for PSV, who will kick off trailing Benfica 4-1. That one underway at 8:05. And finally, a titanic fixture ahead in a week's time. We're at Wembley as Manchester decamps to the capital. City against United in the FA Cup semi-final. Really looking forward to that one and all those games live for you on Setanta Ireland and Setanta HD. 2 massive games ahead for Manchester United this week. Chelsea, of course, to come in the Champions League, and that Manchester City FA Cup semi-final. And the easiest of warm-ups today, Pat. And just a word on West Ham. You just don't know what you're going to get with West Ham. As we said, they were on a nice run before they fell apart against Manchester United, or Manchester United upped it in the second half to beat them. And now today beaten 3-0 at Bolton. is anyone's guess really as to what the next few weeks holds in store for them. Well, thanks as always to Pat for his company on the day when his horse didn't quite make the finishing line at Aintree. Alex Ferguson's Manchester United took another big stride towards the Premier League winning post. From us all here, it's goodbye.